the internet already spewed their conclusion of this movie from the first trailer, and I'd be one of them. So entering the theater, as excited as I was, I entered with low expectations. Don't get me wrong, I loved the first two films with Ron Pearlman and immediately dawned the question, could the cop from Stranger Things, David Harbour, and director Neil Marshall top that of Ron Pearlman and Guillermo del Toro? Close enough. The answer, mi amigo, is an astounding no. Though not as bad as I was expecting, but it looks like it was fun to make. And well, hell, I actually enjoyed it. After all, isn't that what films and the movie-going experience is all about? Enjoying that visual storytelling from page to screen that has been brought to life before you, instead of tearing it apart scene by scene, piece by piece, like some kind of needy, wanting, expecting, enticing troll that can only find peace or appraisal of that a movie unless it is absolutely perfect in every frame, meeting their standards to an absolute bloody T. Yeah, well, I'm gonna do it anyways. Yet another comic series that I never really paid attention to. Hell, I just found out there's a Ghostbusters comic book. I really need to get up on my... I'm going on a tangent. But so does this movie, with that of its pacing feeling so rushed and stuffed via plots, flashbacks, characters spewing out exposition. Each scene was a different story almost. And after that being the first 2 minutes, already I preferred Pearlman. But I did enjoy the costumes and design better here. The face, the eyes, the ever-changing amount of chest and plastic ab hair. Though the emotion, or acting, and even dialogue were hidden behind prosthetics, resulting in sometimes pretty obvious overdub mumbles. Although it was made up for with a different and lighter style, while still being creepier at the same time. There are new characters introduced, the two most memorable being an Australian warthog man and Baba Yaga. And let me tell you, I finally know what that Russian guy from Ant-Man and the Wasp is talking about.
Baba Yaga.
Baba who?
Baba Yaga. The bitch.
Baba Booey.
Baba Yaga!
Oh, right.
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga, Baba Yaga, Baba Yaga. Oh, she, or it rather, was absolutely terrifying, which was actually a high point. On the other hand, I personally dug how this iteration was lighter than the previous incarnations. No, not in content, in contrast, in hue and via more daytime shots and action scenes. Now we get to see more fights, choreography, and gore. A lot of cheesy R-rated comic accurate gore, leaving us in the audience anything but bored. With that, the CGI was amped up and a lot of the humor was falling flat. It was not as funny as I thought it was, with a lot of useless forced swearing to get that R rating. It's R-rated, you get it? What the? Well, get with the program. With a pretty uneventful and rushed climax, like a teenager or most men who haven't found the female G-spot. This remake was not as bad as I was expecting, and Rotten Tomatoes giving it 15%. Personally, I think it would have done a lot better as a Netflix series, more spread out than actually trying to shove 20 characters and 6 to 7 stories all in 2 hours. A Netflix series like The Umbrella Academy, and I'm gonna throw it a 6 out of 10. And my question to you, who's listening still, would you have preferred to get a Hellboy 3? Or what did you think about this movie? How do they compare? Let me know in the comments and Facebook/Dr. T Show. There's just a few more remake reviews coming at you. So sit tight and stay tuned to the Dr. T Show.
Baba Yaga, come at night, little children sleep at night.